I bet that you've never experienced a method like my release before. I'm even sure that you think the results that I get are impossible. Well, release is my signature energetic method to get rid of blocks. We just don't talk about them, and then we figure out a strategy, and then you have to go out and apply that strategy and come back and report to me, and then we figure out another strategy if it doesn't work. What we do in my release session is we deal with it right there and then so that you don't have to worry about it after the session. How does it work? We start by finding the root cause of that block. We trace that feeling back to the origin of where it started. For example, it could be a moment that taught you to play it safe. It could be a comment that hurt and now you avoid being judged. Or it could be a life lesson from your parents that's now part of your life's philosophy, but you don't want it anymore. It doesn't fit anymore. Then, once we figure it out, we use the appropriate energetic method to release the energy. Like I said in my previous video, it's just like static. We're releasing the static so that it's no longer there. It's not hard, it's immediate, it doesn't need to take effort. I can't describe it because it's different for every situation and every person. What you feel is also different. But what's common is that after every session, after every release, people feel lighter and more expanded. And they feel like lightness of feeling, more happier because of that. It's because for years you've been suppressing yourself. And once we let go of that block, it's almost like you can breathe. It's almost we've gotten rid of it. So after we release that energy, the trapped energy, we go next to just test. We check if there's any residual energy left, any residual pattern that's left that's stopping you. Sometimes there's going to be another root cause that we need to deal with, but most of the time it's gone. Most of the time it's one big root cause that we can get rid of. Now, there are different alternative ways to deal with blocks. You can deal with them through micro habits or steps to try to inch yourself out of your comfort zone little by little. Or you can go with a community and change what's normal to you. Or you can do accountability, you can have therapy sessions. There's different ways. But what I've found is that if there's a really big block, you really need to do a release. Because what happens is if you don't deal with the root cause, that block will keep coming back again and again. It'll keep resurfacing. I've seen this in many people. They keep saying, I thought I dealt with this in my therapy session. How come I'm dealing with it again right now? Or I thought I dealt with this years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and now it's bubbling up again. It's because you haven't dealt with the root cause and you haven't released that root cause. Now, I spent years in therapy trying to break from my childhood heartache and trauma, and it helped me. Therapy helped me understand what was happening and where it came from, but it never got rid of my anxiety. It never got rid of my panic attacks. It never got rid of my fear. I was still very conservative in a lot of the things that I did. I wouldn't be standing at you speaking in front of a camera and posting myself on YouTube right now if I didn't deal with my blocks. So one day we had a big argument with our neighbor. And that argument triggered my panic attack. I was like shaking. My hands was really shaking. And I couldn't even like get up the stairs because my whole body was trembling. Coincidentally, and I don't believe in coincidence, I think it was meant to be, my friend called me. And when she called me, she introduced me to energy work. And she helped me get rid of those feelings, those strong emotions that was associated with that incident. So from that point on, I started looking for methods and approaches that would get rid of these feelings, get rid of these thoughts that are stopping me from becoming my true self. I did this for me, first and foremost. Who you see in front of you today is not who I am 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And I started doing it for my husband. I started doing it for my loved ones, my relatives. I started doing it for my friends. Little by little, I started sharing this with people all around me. And in every instance that I've done it, it worked. Everybody felt a difference. They started doing things differently. And the interesting part of it is it felt natural. They never even remembered what it was like before. So now I use release in the context of my programs. Remember, this is your comfort zone. This is your dream life. And the work is to start expanding your comfort zone so that your dream life is within your comfort zone. And what we do, how we expand it, is by releasing your blocks. As we release your blocks, that's no longer the boundary. And you release it, the boundary stretches. You release it, your boundary expands until you become the person who naturally lives that dream life. That life that you want is just well within your comfort zone. And all of the actions you do, you just do it without thinking anymore. So if you're ready to release your blocks, check out my programs in the description here. And next, we will continue to talk about energy and how it relates to manifesting your dream life in the next video. See you there.